What's going on, guys? This is Lindy Enzo for the touchdown. Back again, taking the lead for the Eagles, one video at a time. Uh, what's going on, everybody? Um, I know it's been a while since I've been on here. To be honest, I'm having a bit of motivational issues lately with, making content and what I really think I should be, doing with the channel, and it's kind of a craps and giggles thing to me, and I don't know. I like getting my takes out there with you know something I love to talk about with Eagles football, and um, I do appreciate every subscriber that you know took the time out to watch some of my videos and whatnot, and because of you guys, I guess I'm gonna continue to push on, and I love interacting with other content creators, and you know, I guess I just gotta follow in y'all's footsteps. So I'm gonna keep going here and do the best I can. Researched some advice here and there with as far as methods of getting better at what I should do and whatnot, kind of devices and stuff like that. So I'm gonna try something different today. I'm using my phone. Uh, I've had a good camera in my back pocket all this time, and haven't decided to try to use it yet. And sure beats a camera on a laptop. I'm hoping. Clarity's pretty good as of right now, so I think this is going to be my method moving forward, just to get some better quality videos out there. But enough jibber jabber. Hey, if you guys like the content, if you like my perspectives and my opinions, don't be afraid. Give me a like, hit that subscribe button. Keeps me going, keeps me motivated. But you know, I gotta stay in spirit somehow with these Eagles, and you know um, December starts very soon. Um, Tomorrow, as a matter of fact, and Christmas is going to be around the corner before we know it, and we got to be excited. We got to be excited about something. Sure isn't the Eagles right now with everything that's going on. You know, as far as I've been watching this team, I can't think of a darker time to my knowledge of, and I've only been watching the Eagles closely since 2016, so I don't got much knowledge of some of the old heads with the past, and I'm sure there was definitely worse seasons, and I know a couple of Donovan McNabb's years weren't great and whatnot when we're talking about quarterbacks, and dark times for the franchise and whatnot. But I thought 2019 was bad, especially seeing us on All or Nothing and watching that special, that series on Amazon Prime, and um, yeah, I this is terrible. This is absolutely terrible. I can't. It's just hard to continue to process on a daily basis, because as a fan base, we're complaining about the same things, and week in and week out, and you know and I'm sounding like a broken record right now because I'm saying the same things in previous videos. I mean, that's how bad the Eagles got me right now with the way they're playing, with the way the quarterback's playing. And shout out to Brett Coleman, um, awesome YouTuber with analysis with football, very knowledgeable guy. He dropped his Carson Wentz video today, and it's a huge eye opener. It really is. I don't know I don't know the direction that we take with our quarterback now. I mean, his mechanics are still an issue, terrible issue, and and the top three things that he mentions. And I'm not going to get in. I'm not going to get too deep into his video, because I recommend you guys go watch it. And it's like I said, it's a real eye opener on the massive problems that we got going on right now. And how a lot of them stem from the quarterback, and we can bring up the countless numbers of you know different groups that he's had in offensive linemen. I think it's up to 10 different rotations in 11 games now with the Seahawks game tonight. Fix the screen on my PlayStation a little bit on the TV, but yeah, no. I don't know. I don't know how to feel about this Seahawks game coming into tonight. I really don't. It's the Eagles have us to such a point where what are the expectations going forward with this football team? What are the expectations? It's crazy. It's crazy that we gotten to this point, and and I can only look back to last year and all the stuff that Orlando Scandrick was trying to tell us with the way that this organization was handling themselves, that they can't they can't handle success from the Super Bowl year, and you know I'm kind of in disagreement with the selfish people aspect, and that kind of blew up in his face when tape was brought up. He says one thing and you see a totally different thing on the football field, and I think a lot of you know what I'm talking about when he's commending Malcolm Jenkins in the Vikings game, and saying all that. That's how a leader is supposed to be. And then the next minute when he gets cut, he's on Undisputed talking about when you have that C on your jersey and everything, and it is your job, and blah 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 blah. Well, I mean, it is what it is at this point, as far as the as far as that perspective goes with what Orlando was trying to talk about. But the minute he said something negative, a lot of us bashed the man for talking bad about the franchise and everything just because he got cut for playing poorly, which he did. I mean, the only good game he had was against the Jets, and other than that, he didn't really do much. But as soon as something bad was said, everybody was jumping down his throat. But there's some things in between the lines of what he was trying to bring to the surface, as there's people in the organization that just act delusional to where that their poop don't stink. I'm trying not to curse, but yeah, it's crazy how much it relates to what's going on now. And as bad as the quarterback is playing, and our issues with injuries, it all starts from the top. It does. We've seen the reports of the situation with Jeffrey Lurie, and being as irritated as he is with the way practices are going and not showing up to football games. And it's time for action. At the end of the day, we want to see action being taken. We don't want to hear reports. We don't want to hear whatever is brought up by reporters and journalists. The Jeff McClains and the Tim McManuses of the world. We don't want to hear the reports or sources say this. It's time that you show the fan base action, and take control back with this franchise. I mean, it's just the dysfunction, and people in the organization not being on the same page, and Howie Roseman, trying to take control of the roster situation as to who plays or who suits up and who doesn't suit up, and Doug wants one thing, Howie wants another thing. It's just a bunch of games at the end of the day. Like, what is our end goal here? What is it? I have no idea. I don't even think any of us knew what it was at the beginning of this season. It all started at the beginning of this season, whether we like it or not. Doug thinking one thing that he's still going to have his guys on the coaching staff, and then the next minute they're fired and new guys are brought in. That kind of disconnect is bad for a franchise, and I don't really know where we go from here. No, and I've said this in previous videos. I think the only direction that we can go is, a culture change with the way the 76ers handle their business. Brett Brown's out of there. GM shakeups. Daryl Morey gets brought in and actually, turns this roster around, and it looks like a competitive team again. Centered around your two franchise guys in Embiid and Ben Simmons. Good for the Sixers. Very good for them. I'm not a fan of the Sixers. I used to be, but once Iverson retired, I move on. And I like I said, I've said that in a previous video, but no, I gotta keep I gotta stay consistent here. But no, I mean, like I said, I think the only way this changes for the Eagles is if they do a similar change like the 76ers did. But that's Philadelphia for you. One team is looking successful, the other team is flopping, and then they trade places. It's crazy anymore, but at the end of the day, we got the Seattle Seahawks tonight. Monday Night Football, 8:15 Eastern Standard Time. What are the keys to victory? What are the keys to victory? Do we even really know? I don't. I think we're going to come in with the same game plan like we've had for the longest time, and between bad stretches last year and all of the bad this year, nothing's going to change. We're not going to run the ball enough. Miles Sanders is going to have, let's call it 17 carries. I think the most carries Miles is going to have is 17. I'm going to leave it there. Boston Scott will have about 7 or 8. Carson's going to throw about 36 times. Not maybe. He's probably going to have an interception. I don't know. If I had to give a prediction, I'm going to say that the Eagles are going to lose this game probably, let's call it 24-10. Seattle's going to come in here and give us the business at the link. They're going to come to the link and give us our business. Give us the business. So that's all. That's about all I got. I got really no optimism going into this game. I should, as an Eagles fan that loves this football team, love everything that they're about. I loved the quarterback since he was brought into this franchise in 2016, and he was part of the reason that I paid more attention to this football team and actually understanding and watching the football games, and it's heartbreaking it's heartbreaking to watch this. It is. It's heartbreaking. But that's gonna do it for me. I guess go Birds. This has been Lindy End Zone for the touchdown. Taking the lead for our Eagles one video at a time. Catch y'all on the next one.